Hey YouTube, what's up? So, I have a pretty big update on, pretty much everything, really. Um, First things first, I'm going to talk about Louis. He had his first shed yesterday or today. He's still going through it. He shed all of his body except, like half of his tail. You can see right there, if you look closely, right there in the middle, there's some shedding. There was a big piece of shedding on top of that wood back there. There still is a little bit back there. You're not going to be able to see it. Um, I found a shedding of his foot, and I kept that because it was solid. And, I just kind of want to remember the first time he shed, for me anyway. And yeah, he's just been doing great. So what I did was actually I put this humid hide back in, and I doubt he's gonna go in it, but I'm probably gonna keep it in his enclosure anyway, so that when he does need to shed again, he'll go into it because I want him to get used to it as a hide, and then I want him to get used to it as a humid hide, a humid place to go. But maybe he doesn't want a humid place. Maybe he just doesn't need it. Or I could take him out, put him in a tub, get that skin soaking wet or whatever, and I don't know. So that's Louis. I also rearranged his stacking stones a little bit to, that's his whole left side of his enclosure. And, he has a hide on top, the right, the left. He has a couple hides. He has like 5 hides on the left side. Not to mention his digging abilities, which let him make a hide from the bedding. So that's that. I decided what I'm going to be getting in the future in terms of reptiles and amphibians, and I decided that I would get another step runner actually. So I didn't get it yet, so don't think I'm showing it to you right now. I just want to open up my closet. I got a turtle dock too, so I just wanted to tell you guys really quick that I decided to get another step runner, and I got a turtle dock. And you're probably thinking, well, why would I need that for a step runner? Well, I'm stepping on something, and it's because I decided also to get firebelly toads. The firebelly toads are gonna either go into a 10-gallon fish tank, which is outside, and I will have to do something. Um, this one's gonna be for the new step runner. Hold on. This one's gonna be for the new step runner. It's only a little bit smaller than Louis' enclosure, but I'll have to upgrade it whenever I can. But it'll do perfectly fine for a little baby when Louis started out. And then this 10-gallon fish tank, which is all worn down and everything, I'm gonna clean it up, throw everything away, get a screen top like that one, and I will make that into a firebelly toad tank, unless I have enough money to get a new fish tank. And I did find a fish tank actually. It is a 2.5 feet, 3 feet, something like that. 12 to 16 inches back. It'll be perfect for 3 or 4 toads. And then the last thing I decided to get was a green anole. Green anole. I don't really know what I call them. I remember what I used to call them, and I forget now. I think it was anole, but I just don't remember. So I'm going to be getting those 3 enclosures set up in the future, and Isis always gives me the stink eye. Yes, you do. And yeah, that's that. So that's a pretty big update. The fish are doing great. The shrimp are doing great. Where's one of the frogs? Frogs. There we go, there's one. I think he's chasing the shrimp. No, he's not. This is Yang. I don't know where Yin is. He's back there. Grami's doing good. All the fish are doing good. I haven't had one casualty yet. And I don't want to because I like this fish tank a lot and I like all the fish in it. And then there's one shrimp and then there's the other. You can kind of just see it on top there. I'll focus. You see it? Right there. On top. Right there. I know it might be a little hard. Today's Tuesday. Call of Duty Call of Duty Ghost comes out today. And this Friday, I think we're going to be taking the pigs to the shelter, which will enable me to get more room. Isis is going to be going over in this corner. And, yeah. Short, he has a really bad, scratch on his ear. I don't know what the cause is. I did tell you guys he was pretty banged up a while back. And, His ear is just looking like it's infected or something. I have no idea what to do. Maybe put some Neosporin on it. I don't know. I don't know if that works for mice, but Stuart's actually a really old mouse in my opinion. I think he's like 2 to 3 years old, and that's the normal lifespan for a mouse. I'm not going to spend a lot of money, like $300, on a mouse. I mean, I'm not going to do that when his time is very close anyway. I really hate to say that kind of thing, but, I mean, Stuart's been a great mouse as long as I've had him, and I mean, if he passes soon, then, I mean, I expected it, to be honest. I don't know what caused that scratch. I think maybe he has fleas because the dogs have fleas. I don't know. I know my dogs have fleas for sure. At least one of them does. But if one of your dogs has them, the other one has to. I mean, come on. So that might be why he was scratching at his ear or something, and then he scratched so hard that he punctured a wound or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. So that's update on Stuart, the pigs, Louie. Nothing really new with Isis except she pooped and ate lettuce. And you can see little Stewie. Or Louie, sorry. I can name the other steprunner Stewie. But if they're both boys, then that might not work. Anyway. You just see him. So my plan with the steprunners is I'm going to clearly take the other steprunner home, put it in the 10-gallon, and eventually in a couple weeks to a month, 4 weeks, I'd say, when the new steprunner is acclimated to its enclosure, I will introduce them with each other. If they get along, that's perfectly fine. Then that means I have to get a bigger enclosure. But if they don't get along, then I have to separate the new steprunner with Louie and put the new steprunner in the old enclosure that he was in when I first got him, the 10-gallon fish tank. Now I'm gonna have to upgrade that tank to this kind of tank if that happens, if they get separated, because for an adult steprunner, a 24 by 12 by 12 enclosure is perfectly fine, perfect amount of room, minimal room right there. So that's that. That's what's going to go down with the steprunners, the pigs, the mice, and the fish. And also my future pickups that I'll be getting in the near future. I'm going to be selling all my Call of Duties because I like to play Call of Duty and I'm not going to have a use for them anymore. So I'm going to sell them. I have 2 other games. I'm going to sell them. I have $14 in change up there in that little blue jar. $14 in change. Plus the $8 other dollars my mom owes me. Plus the 12... No. What am I talking about? 13. Yeah, $12 I'm going to be getting next week. Because I take my lunch money and then for school, and I just keep some of it because I don't need it all. And my mom knows that, but she still gives me, So that's that, guys. I hope you guys liked the update. If you liked anything in the future, if you are interested in any more videos about steprunners, about bearded dragons, firebelly toads, or green anoles, and any other reptile, I know how to care for a lot of reptiles, even if I don't have them. Yeah, so, ooh, my throat. So that's that. If you guys like Louie, if you like Isis, if you like my fish, then please go check out a feeding video. I'm pretty sure I have a feeding video on all of them. The fish, and the frogs in the tank, and the bearded dragon, all are in one feeding video, and Louie has his own feeding video. So if you want information on a steprunner, I'd like it if you could comment or something. If you want any information at all about steprunners or any other animals I own, please comment. I'll be glad to tell you. And I'm gonna go now, so I'll see you guys later.